may be the most dramatic, memorable, startling new moon of the year. In typical Leo energy, this is about making a statement for attention and not going too deep. So if you're excited to learn what we can expect from this very extra new moon in Leo, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the things so that you can always stay up to date with what the stars have in store for you. You know the drill. And if you don't and you're new here, hi, I'm Maren. I make videos about astrology. I also have music that you can check out down below, which I'm really excited about, so do check out my music. And I use whole sign houses, tropical astrology. I'm a Western astrologer. Get that out of the way. If you do like this video and you want to learn more from me, I have courses and content on passes down below, as well as private astrology readings. We're going to start out by looking at this new moon alone, then we're going to get into what it means for you based on your sign. So this new moon is happening on August 16th, 2023 at 2:37 a.m. Pacific time or 5:37 a.m. Eastern time in the US. And new moons are always when the sun and the moon are right together. These are together in Leo. They're together at 23 degrees of Leo. So with a new moon, it's a time to start something new, have a new beginning in your life. But Leo is pretty out there and pretty extra, so I don't think that this new moon is going to be too private. Now, the sun and the moon are in the third decan of Leo, or the third part. So all of Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is ambitious, intellectual, very confident. And this third part of Leo is ruled by Mars. It has a little bit more of Mars texture, which adds aggression, courage, and determination. In fact, this part of the zodiac is associated with the Seven of Wands tarot card, known as the Lord of Courage. So if there is anything that is energetically aligned with this new moon, it is ballsy. Like, it's like courageous, and you're acting with a confidence that you don't usually have, probably. So this is usually indicative when this card comes up, or this part of the zodiac, of having just enough strength left to finish, or having like just enough energy that you can pull out of yourself. It is a little bit uncomfortable because it usually shows that you're having to go the extra mile, but it's almost always heroic or in good faith. So this new moon is very close to Venus retrograde at 18 degrees of Leo. And Venus retrograde, which I have a full video on you can find below, is associated with rethinking values and redetermining what we care about. So a new moon conjunct Venus retrograde is like there's a new beginning that's happening because we're reconsidering what we care about. We're like, we've done the deep dive, we're now thinking it through, we care about something else, and we're gonna have a new beginning caring about something else. That introspection, that reevaluation is about something new. And so what we have in the Leo part of our chart, we're probably having a new start and caring about something else determined to that. Juno is now also in Leo, and Juno is the asteroid of partnership and union and marriage, usually in a very legal sense. So with that there too now in Leo, it really highlights rethinking relationships and having a new start because we have reconsidered the relationship we're in. And maybe this is not a romantic relationship, but I think for a lot of people, it is going to be some kind of partnership. This new moon, there's nothing chill about it because it is squaring Uranus exactly at 23 degrees. This is chaotic to a max degree. Squaring Uranus exactly is like Jesus Christ. This is shocking, disruptive, challenging in a kind of electric way, new beginning. So I think that the metaphor I would use is that we have reconsidered our relationship, we've left it, and we're now starting a relationship with the most vengeful, most vindictive replacement possible. Like, we've left our ex and we're now starting a relationship with someone who is like there just to make a statement and piss the ex off. Or we decided to go back to our ex and that is pissing everyone else off. So it's like going into a relationship that revolves around making a shock towards the past. It looks like it's incredibly disruptive, that it may not be in the direction of hurting other people, but it's shocking and offending other people. And it's doing the unthinkable thing in a very calculated way. This is not impulsive or last minute, but it's like, I want to make a statement because I've reconsidered my relationship. I'm gonna be with this person. I do really like that this new moon is squaring Jupiter by sign. It adds a little bit of an optimistic, motivating overall ambience to this where it's not like chaotic. Where it's not malicious. I will say that this new moon is not malicious in terms of the actions. What I think is malicious are the words and the way that we're speaking, because Mercury and Mars are together in Virgo, very close within 3 degrees. Mercury is exalted and at home in Virgo. Mercury does very well in Virgo. It's around communication and the way that we speak being very eloquent and very on point. Mercury conjunct Mars in Virgo is basically knowing exactly what to say to hit someone the hardest. It is very sharp, very pinpointed, very direct attacks. It is not screaming ongoing. It's like saying the one thing that you know will cut into someone's heart and kill them. So this does look like it's very direct communication. Like the actions are over the top rude, but the communication is more pinpointed and like direct straight to the heart. This looks like honestly an episode of like Gossip Girl or something. I know specific situations I'm thinking of that are like Gossip Girl-esque, that kind of ring. I mean, I love Gossip Girl, so like that's why I'm bringing that up. I will say that Mars opposite Neptune shows that this is not directly aggressive. In fact, it's very passive aggressive. Mars opposite Neptune within 5 degrees here, Mars in Virgo, Neptune in Pisces, is the warrior up against like just non-competition. I have Mars opposite Neptune. It shows not being competitive, being confused around what's in front of you, not wanting to take direct action, being overwhelmed by confrontation. It is a scaredy cat placement. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I don't want to fight, I don't want to do it, get away from me kind of thing. It's like, it's difficult to see the competitor in front of you. So Mercury conjunct Mars is talking in a way that's very direct and very mean, but Mars opposite Neptune is like, but actually the actions I'm taking are like pussy shit. But the spectacle is huge. The spectacle is ridiculous, but at its core, it's not meant to be aggressive. It's just you want to talk a big game and then have some big show. So even though the event is shocking, it's not aggressive, and it seems like we're announcing a new relationship or announcing some kind of starting new beginning that is meant to shock people and be inflammatory and piss others off, but it's not that deep. The tarot card from, oh my God, I just spilled tarot cards everywhere. From the deck I have here is the Occult Tarot, and it's beautiful. So this is my second video doing this. I just filmed the full moon video for earlier in August with this. The card that I have for this new moon from this deck is 8 of Pentacles. Zagan turns water into wine and back again, turns blood into wine, turns any metal into tender coins, makes fools wise. So this card is basically about making the most of what you have and building something substantial. You're building something out of scraps and you're working hard. So this might be a reaction to feeling like you're not getting recognition and you're making something big. So you're gonna like make a statement. Basically, you're building something valuable, you're gonna make a fucking statement about it. So here's for what it means for your rising sign specifically, and this does depend on your rising sign. And if you've not already seen your August rising sign forecast, you should watch that because this is gonna tell you for you and your sign how this and everything else this month's gonna play out for you. So if you are a Leo rising, this is in your first house of self. You're making a statement. It's probably about your appearance or your brand and your online, whatever. You're making a statement around you and who you are. If you're a Virgo rising, this is in your 12th house of mental health, spirituality, and isolation. You're making some big shocking kind of new development, maybe with like drugs or spirituality or coping, like something internal with mental health, addictions, spirituality, you're making a statement around. If you are a Libra rising, it's in your 11th house of networking and friends. You might be joining forces with a group of people that pisses people off. If you're a Scorpio rising, it's in your 10th house of career. You could be starting a new job which shocks people. If you are a Sagittarius rising, it's in your 9th house of travel or education. You might be announcing that you're moving abroad and you're like, see you guys, or that you're studying something new and it's quite shocking. If you're a Capricorn rising, it is in our 8th house of finance or investing, so you might be a very sudden, shocking new financial beginning as it pertains to investing. If you are a Aquarius rising, this will be in your 7th house of committed relationships or partnerships. Looks like it could be a shocking, startling new relationship that you commit to. If you are a Pisces rising, it's in your 6th house of physical health or coworkers. You might be starting something wildly out of pocket with your physical health or something with your coworkers that is quite shocking. If you are an Aries rising, this is in your 5th house of creativity or dating. You could be starting a new shocking creative project or entering a fling with someone that is quite like disturbing or like just like offensive. If you are a Taurus rising, this is in your 4th house of home or family. Could be moving in somewhere that is a little bit shocking or starting something with your family that is out of pocket. If you are a Gemini rising, it's in your 3rd house of communication or productivity. You could be starting a book, starting a podcast, starting anything content-wise that is quite disruptive. And if you are a Cancer rising, this is in your 2nd house of income or finances. The way that you're making money, maybe you start a fucking OnlyFans and you're like, this is how I'm making money. Something like that. You're making money in a way that's kind of provocative. So let me know how you feel about this down below. Personally, as someone with a lot in Leo, I'm fairly excited about it and not complaining. But if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, you feel free to let me know that down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.